welcome to another episode of the PLA podcast. I have an incredible guest here, someone so dedicated to his growth, so committed to evolving continuously, and one of the hardest workers I know. Rakesh, welcome to the PLA podcast.
Thank you, Dunia, for your time and inviting me in your podcast. It's not your, but it's our podcast, PLA podcast.
I love that. It's a co creation with our entire PLA community, which has been an absolute privilege to host.
Yeah, and it is privilege for me to be being a guest of your podcast.
Oh, I'm so excited. I think this conversation today is one I'm truly looking forward to having, and I cannot wait. Before we jump into the conversation of today, though, I would love to formally introduce you to our audience for those who haven't had the same privilege we've had of getting to know you, to get to know you a little bit more. So let me run through that. Rakesh Ramteke, software engineer lead with a story that embodies grit, determination, and transformation. His journey began at just 8 years old, selling fryams on the street of his hometown, a humble start that shaped his resilience and drive. Later, he moved to Pune, India's IT hub, where he sold vacuum cleaners door to door before pursuing his passion in technology and becoming a software engineer. His big career break came at Accenture, where after 4 years of perseverance, he achieved his dream of moving to the United States on an H-1B visa. Over the years, he has worn many hats: DevOps engineer, automation engineer, project coordinator, yet his true passion remains designing and building reliable software systems. Today, he leads as a software engineer lead, specializing in modern architecture and cloud native applications, focused on building scalable, dependable systems. Rakesh's story is a proof that with perseverance, curiosity, and a never give up mindset, you can rise from the humble beginnings to lead in a world of technology. Rakesh, welcome to the PLA podcast.
Thank you, Dunia. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great introduction. I haven't thought that you might be introduced me like this. This is a very amazing journey which I thought I had to share with you, and that's why I have given a write up that how I started my journey from my childhood to till this age.
Wow.
Yeah, that is what I can say at this time, Dunia.
Incredible. I would love to know, if someone had given you a piece of advice at the very, very beginning of your career, what would you have wanted to hear knowing everything that you know now?
See, definitely when I was going through this transformation, I thought I should have someone should told me or even that I should recognize this
Mhm.
in practices that in the general life we have to be a very consistent and disciplined that I was in missing till before joining the PLA.
Wow.
And somewhere I realized that I have to break my barrier. Being a lead engineer, I should be focused on my growth, and that's why uh, that is my one focus that I come to PLA, that I have to break my barrier. I have to improve my communication. And then I realize, I know almost 7 months I'm with the PLA, and I realize that I have to be consistent. It is not like that whenever there is an exam, there is some interview, I should be wake up and prepare myself. Instead, I should every day I should practice. I should learn new things. Even I know, but I should learn something that from unlearning to learning. That is what I can say.
Yeah.
So that I should be more resilient in my upcoming life. I have to spend that kind of learning, that kind of discipline and consistency I should adopt in my life. So earlier, every parents they are trying to teach their childrens, but in childhood we may not aware that. that kind of what is the advantage of this consistency discipline in life. But after growing, after under maturing ourselves, I realized there is something that I miss
Mhm.
specifically. And then from February I started applying that practices.
Wow.
That is what I can say. See, learning is not too much, but we have to continuously improve ourselves.
Yeah.
If it is one book or even in one technology, it is not going to keep stable. It is going change according to the time.
Mhm.
Then, as a person, we have to understand how this technology is shaping, and we have to learn it.
Mm.
That is what I am going through it. I'm trying to learn whatever I learned from my past. I'm trying to embrace this journey
Yeah.
to relearn one more time.
Absolutely. I think there's something really powerful, Rakesh, of embracing that change. And especially in a time like now, more than ever in history, change and technology disruptions are through the roof. And we're seeing change at such a rapid rate that people are having trouble being adaptable. So I actually have a bit of a follow up question from your answer. What have been techniques, tools, or important pieces for you to be able to adjust and adapt to so much change in such a short amount of time?
See, if you think about the timeline and techniques, it is very old basic
Mm,
things that I feel what my coaches are teaching, right? You have to go, you have to come up on the video, start practicing your make your videos for your presentation. I remember that in my childhood the teacher are saying when you are speaking you have to speak in front of mirror, right, to practice yourself. But I was not aware about that kind of benefits.
mm,
Like in my childhood, my mother used to beat me to wake up early morning. Same thing, same teaching is given by our PLA coach. It is not different.
yeah.
But as a child, we may not aware of that benefit.
Mm,
So now after many years, I realize this is the old thing. You, this PLA coaches are teaching us, but we are not embracing in the childhood
mm,
that kind of teaching. Now we have to adopt it,
mm,
and according to the situation, according to the time, we have to deal with the technology as well,
yeah.
right? If you are not learning something new, you will be out of market. That is I learned from beginning. When I started my computer journey or IT journey, initially in my uh, college days, I was a student of AppTech Computer. It is a simple institute. They provide some kind of computer courses, and that time few of my friends were afraid that due to the Y2K problem,
Mm,
okay, this computer is going to vanish. They are not going to work, and they left AppTech. Okay, that education.
wow.
Then there is another problem I face about the white after Y2K. There is a .com boom. There
Mhm,
were so many requirements. There was so many changes happen in the software. People are making not only desktop application, they are making online application like portals. Introducing a little bit about new search engine. Earlier we used to use Yahoo,
yeah.
cp.com, rediffmail.com, that kind of portal we were using.
Wow.
But after certain time, it goes only a Google, Google search.
Unbelievable.
So we have to adapt that kind of technology and we have to go with the technology flow. Now, today's world, everyone is going to jump on the AI, AI, AI. Earlier, I was thinking uh, that I have to start my AI journey, and somewhere because of work, In 2018, I started learning about machine learning, deep learning, but I left it because of some kind of priorities. It comes to my way, and I left it. But again, now I am thinking, not only thinking, I have to take action.
Yeah.
And now I am, day to day I'm using AI. That is the market situation. We have to adopt, we have to learn the new technologies so that you can sustain in the market or in the IT. Otherwise it is difficult. Second thing I learned from recent, not recent, but almost 2 to 3 year ago, I was struggling with my interviews, because nowadays most of the IT companies going through the DSA, data structure and algorithm, and most of the uh, you can say experienced developer, they have not focused on the DSA. If
Mm.
they focus on the DSA, they are they are already went to some different level. But now, like a new student or the newcomers in the IT industry, I can say that first, stay focused on your basics
Yep.
before jumping to anywhere. Before jumping to any new technology, you should
Mm.
be a strong enough on your basics, like your data structure algorithm. One of the thing, if you want to do pursue your passion in IT industry, or if you want to pursue your interest in the AI, you should have your math stronger, algebra, linear algebra. That is the main base of your AI.
Wow.
Along with that, along with the mathematics, you should have your strong data structure algorithm understanding,
Mm.
and then you can start learning the new technology, because all this new technology built, that is the base of your data structure algorithms and mathematics. When I started my journey as in a software engineering, I was not aware about what is the advantage of mathematics.
Mm.
People like me, we afraid math subject.
Mm.
Whenever, whenever we think about mathematics as a subject, we always scared.
Mm.
But instead of scared that subject, we have to embrace it, because
Yeah.
we should understand the behind the wheel. Everything is mathematics. Even in your laptop, even if we are writing in a program, or even if we writing one sentence,
Mm.
it converts into zeros and ones, right? And then
Abs-
it goes to a system. There are multiple calculation going behind it.
Mm.
So if you want to passionate about IT or about software engineering, I would always suggest
Mm.
go with the basics.
Yeah.
Even almost 6 months ago, I was suggesting one of my friend. We both are in the same situation. We are projectless. We were trying to get a assignment either from our current employer or something outside.
Mm.
And I always told him that go with the basics,
Mm.
because if you are facing the interview, you are the interviewer and you're interviewing one of the candidate. That candidate doesn't know the basic, how you are going to proceed ahead for that interview. So I always emphasize on the basic. Go first basics, come up with your basic understanding, and then take one level to go deeper, deeper and deeper. That is what my thought process, Dunia.
Beautiful. And I think this brings me the next piece around it. So many times we talk about the highlight reel of our career, all the things that went so well and were amazing. And oftentimes we miss out on hearing those more challenging experiences that someone has gone through on their journey. I'd love to know, what were the biggest challenges of your career? And there's so many people out there that I'm sure can relate, as the world of technology is changing and the job market has changed so much due to AI coming in and taking up a lot of space, which has been a beautiful opportunity and a challenge for so many. I'd love to get your take on that.
Definitely. If I think about the technology, it is not a matter. because we are so much mature, we have to adopt the technology. But now we have to think about the people perspective as well. So in my career, there is one of the biggest opportunity I think,
Mm,
that is one of the assignment I handle in Accenture. I was a lead,
mm,
and I was supporting one of the applications, that is one of the prestige client from Europe, and their subsidiaries company is in US. And I was supporting my team members, and I thought I built that team from the scratch. Even
wow.
that the team was there, they were working absolutely fine, but I was missing something, that there is a unity was missing in my team.
Mm,
Team were working alone, silos. They
wow.
are producing their output, but thought that there is something missing. And when I interact with each of the team member, I realized they were having some issues with current structure. They have to support application in the night shift, and they were sharing that pain with me. And then I realized that I have to help as a lead. I have to help them to rescue from the night shift. And I have taken the commitment from them that I am going to help them in their situation, but I need reverse commitment, that if something happen,
Yeah.
there is someone who has to support me.
Mm,
Because I was traveling on site after 1 month. That is what my plan was. I visited Bangalore office. I interacted with them within a month. Almost 1 or 2 months I spent in Bangalore, and I realized within first or 2 week of time, I realized there is a missing in my team. That is a unity. And I win their trust. First of all, that is the main important thing. If you are working with a team, you have
yeah.
to gain the trust of your team. They share their pain points. That pain point I share with my management, and then management told me, do whatever you want. That is your team. Now you take a call what you want to do.
Wow.
Same thing I told my team member, that going forward you are going to support only 10 p.m. After that I am going to take over. And one of them keep support on call support mobile with them.
Mm,
There is anything happen, I am going to call at least for another 1 or 2 months, until and unless I am not I am capable to handle alone during the onshore timing, during US timing.
mm,
So 1 or 2 months I practice with them, and after that I was self sufficient. I was supporting the application, and after 2 to 3 months, that my manager told me, Rakesh, we haven't heard we haven't enough work from onshore. Don't work alone. You have to push most of the work to the our team, so that they can also work and
mm.
share bring their learning in the team as well. That is what I learned. That kind of when I think about my career, I know recently I deliver one of the application that is even it is launched and delivered successfully in the Walgreen. But that team, that experience is, I thought this is one of the best experience in my life.
Wow.
I built that team who was segregated, who was work silo, but I come up and I unite that team, and effectively they were delivering very well. That is my one of the best experience in my career, Dunya.
That's incredible. And I think so many people can relate to that story of having their teams in these silos and the importance of aligning a team together. And so many, I'm sure so many of us run into these problems in our projects where really it isn't the lack of skill, the lack of resources, the lack of time, the lack of ability. really is, it's the lack of team cohesion, getting everyone on the same page, getting people to work together. And it takes someone like you that really took initiative and took that leadership to make that decision and said, I will, take that brunt. I will be the one to support, but I'm asking for the team's buy-in to support me back in this. It's a two-way street of power. It's a two-way street of trust. It's a two-way street of empowering one another. And so I think there's a beautiful insight. There's so many beautiful insights from your share, from your story, from this major challenge that you ended up turning around in your career and learning so much from. I am curious to know, we are on the PLA podcast, and PLA has been in this incredible journey. I would love to know, what have been your biggest insights since joining PLA?
Definitely. That is what I can say. From last 7 months, earlier I was missing the consistency, discipline in my life. And when I started the PLA, I was started changing myself, changing my identity. It is not like a behavior based
Mm,
that, or you can say it is a motivation based behavior. I am thinking I should change my behavior based on my identity.
mm, wow.
And that identity I found I have to adopt that lifestyle, that is consistency and in discipline. Only the thing I'm thinking that yes, if I follow consistency and discipline in my life, I will go through it.
Mm.
That is what I can say, Dunya.
Incredible. I think there's something really powerful of that share. The importance of the shift in identity and not so much in the behavior. The behavior will actually come as a shift after the shift in identity has been made. If we focus our energy and attention on the behavior shift and not the identity shift, it actually won't be sustained long term. But if we shift our identity and then our behavior to come support this new identity, then we've really created a new chapter for ourselves, and an incredible opportunity of all of these experiences that can come to us that are far in energy, that is far more sustainable long term versus just focusing on those behaviors.
Actually, I would like to add one more thing.
Of
Okay.
course.
Uh, Before the PLA, when I was going, I was not reading any books. Okay.
Wow.
When our coach Vamshi has suggested to go read at least 2 to 3 page or 5 page at most. Don't put so much time in that reading. At least spend 3 pages a day. When I was reading one of the book, Atomic Habit, I like that terms that I have to change my identity. We
Mm,
have to change our behavior based on our identity, not our motivation based. Like earlier, before the PLA, I was whenever we require something like I have to prepare I have to take a new job or I have to prepare myself. I start reading something, right? Or something in childhood. Whenever there is exam, we prepare. We pick up our textbook, read it, and write the exam. That is our motivation based behavior, right? But in that book, I read it that instead of acting motivation based behavior, because motivation will be temporary, that is sure, but identity will be permanent.
absolutely.
And that is what I'm trying to practice, that I have to change my identity, not based on my motivation, but it is my behavior that I have to shift that behavior to consistency and discipline.
Absolutely, Rakesh. I think you bring up such a great point, and an incredible book, Atomic Habits, that has been amazing. I wanted to put this out there for anyone who is curious about PLA and just want to find a little bit more information about it. This is the QR code to the next free training. Most of our PLA community, if not all of them, have been through and to this training, myself included. It provides so much value. Even just attending this training will blow your mind, and playing full out for the few days that it is so worth it, and you will leave transformed and so with so many insights, so many tools, and literally with results, which is an absolute gift in today's world and industry. And not just talking about, things theoretically, actually implementing them and getting results is so powerful and really priceless. So I just wanted to put that out there for anyone who is curious about PLA. Rakesh, thank you so much for joining me on the PLA podcast today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you and sharing your story, your insights, your perspective, your wisdom, and looking forward to having you again on shortly.
Thank you so much, Dunia. Have a nice day. Thank
Oh,
you.
all the best as always, Rakesh. And for everyone listening, we will catch you all for another PLA podcast episode shortly. Wishing you only the absolute best.
Thank you.